this, I have a feeling is going to be non-ferrous. And it is not. See? Watch. It is totally non-ferrous. So I think this is stainless steel. I don't think this is aluminum, which is awesome. Holy jumping Jiminy, a ton more screws. Are you surprised? Because I'm not. Wow, look at that. Look at that. This looks like it's copper. But that looks like it's copper. That's pretty cool. I'll have to take that all apart and see if it sticks to the magnet. Next year, I'm going to be doing a tour, a scrappers tour, as Scrap and Pallet Man called it. So Scrapping Tour 2019. So I'll be traveling from Maine to Illinois. I'll be checking out and collaborating with Scrap and Pallet Man, Scrap Kingdom, Shane Man TV. I'll be stopping in Ohio at boardsort.com. That's going to basically pay for my gas and a part of my trip, because I've amassed quite a pile of motherboards and things of that nature. So yes, if you are anywhere between Maine and Illinois, please sound off, because, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing any other fellow scrappers, and I'll do collabs with anyone that is between my home and Illinois. I may or may not have my kids with me when I do this. They both expressed interest in wanting to go. They both know what I'll be doing, so they won't be surprised. I think it'd be a good learning experience for them. Let me know what you guys think. All right. So these appear to be copper tabs. We are going to find out here in just a moment. So this is all stainless steel and copper. So I'll go ahead and separate that in a little bit. Wow, this is definitely one of the more complicated ones. This is an older CRT from the looks of it, because it's got a whole ton of stuff in there. It's got a couple of decent sized pieces of extruded aluminum. It's got some nice copper windings in it too. Wow. All right, let me start cutting cord and we'll see about getting that all separated out. Take that apart as well, and we'll see what's in there. I already see some copper spools and some ICs, so yayos! Yeah. Some more stainless steel for the dream. There obviously must be different grades of stainless steel, because like this here, it sticks, but barely. I mean, there's just barely any stickage to the but I mean it pulls to the center of it, you know. So there's got to be some element in there that is pulling on it. So I don't want to necessarily call it stainless. So I've been putting these just in my regular steel light iron pile. If I'm wrong, let me know. Look at all that copper on that yoke. Nice, beautiful spool of it here. And I bet you there's some in here. Let's go ahead and pull that off so we can take a look. Oh yeah, there's a nice spool right there. More stainless steel for the dream. Pull it right out. Wow, that's got some heft to it, man. Look at that. Kappa, 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 and more kappa. That's all copper, baby. Kappa! Awesome. So basically that's how it looks there. It's just an empty husk at this point. By putting this back on, it just makes it a little easier for the people that are recycling it, and it lessens the chance of any bystanders getting hurt by that little tube breaking, if somebody falls on it. Man, just the thought, you know. Being a dad, you think of all those little things, you know, safety things. Let's take a peek at this. Let's take a peek at this very dusty board here. Yeah, there's a copper spool right there. That looks pretty neat. Got some extruded aluminum here, 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 and here. Got some semi-nice IC chips. And we get this copper backing. Yeah. Are you ferrous or you non-ferrous? You non-ferrous. To me, that looks like copper. There's a nice spool there. So basically what I'm doing, see if I can show you. This here is my rainy day fund. So this is my micro scrapping pile. And this is everything that is reasonably easy to get the copper out of, all the copper windings and such. We can definitely get a little bit more money there if we got nothing better to do, if we're sitting on about watching TV. It's kind of those types of tasks, you know? But I just thought I'd share that with you. Awesome. So it's going to go right in the pile. All right, that goes in the shred pile. Oof. Shred pile's getting big. So this is a typical low-grade board. I think it's a low-grade board anyway. We got IC chips, like I was saying. We got aluminum. We got some copper spooled areas here. I'll have to take all those clips off and that metal off. That'll only take a few minutes to do. We get a nice piece of extruded aluminum there. I'm going to process the IC chips on this a little later. All right. So we got this one TV left. And then we got a printer and what looks like a scanner and some tools and whatnot. Yeah, I'm going to dive in and check those tools first just to make sure that they work. If they work, I'm going to keep them. They'll be keep life or, you know, eBay life or what have you. If they don't work, they're going to be scrapped for the pile. So let me go ahead and get that TV done next. Oh, it's so nice to see my garage floor again. So there's going to be some up and coming challenges that I'm going to have on my channel. One, once I get the trailer all set up, ready to rock and roll, I'm going to do a mortgage challenge. I'm going to seriously and intensely seek out and search for steel scrap and see if in a month's time I can cash in $1,000 worth of scrap, or $1,100, I should say, $1,100 worth of scrap to pay the mortgage. On a side note, I'm going to also have a side challenge as well to see if I can save up enough money just in scrap to make my trip across to Chicago, Illinois, or the Illinois area and visit some of my favorite YouTubers. I am highly confident that I can do it on both counts, but we will see. I'm sure there will be a learning curve. got that yoke and that beautiful degaussing cable. I want to take a peeky. I want to see what that is. Oh man, it's aluminum. This one's aluminum, guys. That's okay. No biggie. You win some, you lose some. It's still aluminum, so. All right, and the only thing that's left in here is a speaker. And because we're following the philosophy, no metal left behind, we'll go ahead and take it out. It's just a little tiny speaker. And that's it out of that. We got the degaussing cable out of there. We got everything else out of there. We got the yoke out of there. Perfect. Let's go ahead and put that back on. The TV's done. Woohoo! I've been dying to take these pieces of extruded aluminum. So let's go ahead and get the steel piece off. Another piece of steel for the dream. All right, and we get this big honking piece of aluminum. Woohoo! Not one, but two big honking pieces of aluminum. Woohoo! So what I'm doing is I'm just bending it so that I can fit it in my tote. And I suppose I could have cut it, but what's the fun in that? So. All right, awesome. These are probably, I'd say probably about a half-pound piece. So we've got some aluminum screenage. So we'll go ahead and take that aluminum screenage out of there. Well, the screenage isn't, it's the frame that is, but. All right, let's see, let's go ahead and pull that border out. And then we just take these apart. And thankfully, I don't have to be too rough with it. It's got these plastic corners that you want to throw out. Yeah, not a bad little score of aluminum there, just in that screen door. Mr. Non-Ferrous. 4 plastic corners to throw out. What else we got here? We got this chair. This chair is proven to be aluminum. Oy, oy, oy. This I had a sneaky suspicion is going to be kind of a pain in the butt to take apart. All right, this series finally is coming to a close, guys. These are all the boards that I got out of the most recent pull from that score, and I'll be processing these a little more later to pull off certain things like IC chips and crystal oscillators and things of that nature. Got a whole heaping bunch of some nice shred / light iron, And there's a few bits in there that's actually a grade or two above light iron that I'm going to pick through a little later when I bring that outside. We've got all that wire, and of course we get the plugs there, and I'm going to snip the plugs off and pull out all the brass. I've got a couple of videos on me pulling out the brass. And speaking of brass, these pieces right here, and all of that is brass. Got some copper pipe with some additional brass there that I'm going to break down a little later. We got some more computer components here. This piece right here was actually out of a Garmin. No, I'm sorry, I take that back. This is the piece from the Cirrus radio. I thought that was really cool. Yes, sir, yes, sir. And then of course you got some more traditional pieces here, and a hard drive and a DVD-ROM drive from that laptop. Got some extruded aluminum here. And here we got those big long strips of extruded aluminum that I got. A yoke that I did not process, that I will process later. And we've got some regular aluminum here as well. Got a decent amount of aluminum overall, which is really nice. Got some stainless steel here. And this is either stainless steel or aluminum. I cannot tell which. And I'll tell you what, if anybody out there can tell, like, because they're both non-ferrous for the most part, if there's an easy way to tell between aluminum and stainless steel, you know, especially with this thin stuff here, please leave a comment down below. I'd greatly appreciate your feedback. And we got some copper bits there. We got copper bits that have come out of a yoke. And then I've got two separate categories here at the very end. I've got the copper transformers copper transformers that I'm not going to bother pulling the copper out of. This here, because it has the aluminum and copper in it, I'm not going to take the time. If you think about it, even if you spend, 10 minutes getting it out, it's not worth it for $1 worth of copper. So I'm not going to do it. I mean, if both of these bricks were copper, then that's another story. So all of that is going to go into my copper motor pile. And then this pile right here is the pile that I can get copper out of, and I can get copper out of it relatively easy, and that's going to go into that bucket that I had showed you earlier. So this is it, guys. This is the very end of it. Of course, there's that aluminum chair. I need to take off little bits here and there, and I need to remove some ferrous rivets out of there, and I'll get that done a little later. And then of course we've got that metal bucket, we've got these rackets here, and then I threw some metal bits in there as well for shred. So that's it. That concludes the big score teardown. This is part 4. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've gotten so many new subscribers lately. I want to tell you that I appreciate each and every one of you. I greatly appreciate you watching, commenting, and overall interacting with the channel, and I really appreciate the community spirit that everyone has had lately in terms of supporting each other and all other and all other small YouTubers and YouTubers that are growing and thriving. So I thank you for that from the bottom of my heart. So with that being said, it was great. It was awesome. Until the next time, guys, have a scrap happy day.
If you want to learn to micro scrap, forget all the other YouTube crap. In his vehicle that he fills with all of the e-waste thrills, he has energy but he takes no pills. Shows you how you can pay your bills. So much scrap, it's like scrap hills. It's Gil Skillz.